Hello, people. Welcome to Give Me a Monday Night Raw. My name's Dan. I'll be taking you through tonight's edition. We've not got much announced tonight so far. We've got Rey Mysterio versus Damien Priest, and then we've also got the return of Bad Bunny. See you in a second.
This is Big E from the New Day. Give me that whole yeah. Give it to me. I need it.
How's everyone doing then? How's everyone's weekend been? Anything exciting happened with you guys? Yeah, we've got two bits announced as of right now, from what I can see. We've got Rey Mysterio versus Damien Priest and then Bad Bunny returning. I can't seem to find anything else with a bit more information. I know Mark's usually quite good for giving us a bit of information, so he's put Hunter could be showing off a new world title tonight. That would be exciting. That would be quite cool. We need something exciting happening at the minute. We've got Michael in, we've got Sassy. How are you feeling today, Sassy? Is that a new Mox picture you've got? It looks like it. It looks like a new one. We've got the Mox buddies in together. We are happy that you're joining us. Whether you're joining us for a minute or an hour, we love every time you join us. Yeah, we have got our Patreon super chats. If people start donating while I'm on stream, I'm going to put that towards buying treats that people might want me to try on stream, whether it is spicy, whether it's sour. I'll try stuff on stream so you can see my reaction if you want. Something fun, something a bit different. We have got our merch shop available, as Sassy says. It is in the link below. You can get your t-shirts, you can get your baseball caps, you can get hoodies, water bottles, whatever you want. We're slowly getting towards Monday Night Raw. So I'll get my stream ready. There we go. So, as a nice way to put it, we are a family that watches wrestling together. So I think of us all sat in the same room watching your Monday Night Raws, your Dynamites, your Smackdowns, your WrestleManias. So we don't have members under the age of 21, so we do try and keep language to pretty much a behaved level, PG-13 usually. Just because that way it keeps it nicer for everyone. Got Michael in. How are we doing, Mike? Hello, Sassy. We missed you. Excellent colour coordination. That's why I put it on. We've got the black and red for Monday Night Raw. And then I thought, why not put on my new Mercedes Monet t-shirt? I thought it'd be a bit nice. Your picture's same as... Oh, okay. Did I hear about Punk being backstage at Raw? Yes, I did. And supposedly he's left already because they didn't want him there while doing the show itself. He didn't want to be anywhere near a Monday Night Raw. Love you too, dude. Miss your face. New pick, same lust object. Yes. Yes, we know it is with you, Sassy. Like saying I don't... Yeah, what do people think about that background? Is it cool? Is it funky? I'll disappear for a second just so you can see what the full thing looks like, and I'll be back when we're kicking off Monday Night Raw. So don't worry, I won't be going anywhere. I'll just be disappearing for a second. There we go. I'm back. You can't hear me, but you're just looking at you on your wonderful face in bed. I don't want to know what you're up to while you're looking at my face. Michael saying it looks really cool. That's what I was hoping for. I'm looking at doing one for each show. So where we've got like the logos at the side, sort of just above us here, sort of have the Dynamite logo, and then the background will be like a purple effect type thing, and then obviously SmackDown will be blue, and try and sort of colour coordinate stuff with the shows. Looks like someone playing beats here, but that's what I was going for with that effect. Hello again, then, Sarah. It does good. That's what I like. So yeah, with it being in Chicago, that's probably why Punk was there. So we're getting the American Nightmare to start off Monday Night Raw. So I wonder what he's going to come out and say. Or is it going to be just Brock shows up and just tears through everything like he's known to do? He looks bloody good in a suit, though, doesn't he? It always looks properly done. It's a tidy suit, it's sharp, well fitted. I'd love to have his suit maker. That tailor in it. Tailor. Sarah saying hello to everyone. Sassy Michael both saying hello to Sarah. Smart, yeah, we know you're like a guy in a suit as well. Thought Triple H with his announcement was supposed to start the show. Could be an actual way to end the show. Mix it up a bit and at least change it up. He does give Corey lessons. I quite like some of Corey's suits. They're completely wacky, but he can pull them off, and it works. So what have people been up to this weekend then? Anything exciting happened? Any news that people have got? Been anywhere good? I'm trying to think of a wrestling related question for tonight's show. I normally sort of have a question I normally want people to ask. Let's see if I can change. I don't know if I can change the secondary bit while on stream. So we've got Cody Chance now. Big Cody Chance. Wish, stuck in your room. Oh. So, obviously, what do you want to talk about? That's what he's known for saying. But he's talking about the draft coming up starts on Friday. He's talking about possibly being drafted across to SmackDown or sticking on Monday Night Raw. So he's talking about slaying the beast, the unenviable task at Backlash. So again, a lot of people, I'm looking at it, still complain about his neck tattoo, but I still quite like it. Oh, but it's Backlash with house show matches. I know, I mean, Lesnar versus Cody at a house show. It's going to be a glorified house show, isn't it? So we're going to recap of 3 weeks ago. That was the Raw after WrestleMania, where Cody was completely assaulted by Lesnar. Can you tell I'm not fully awake yet? I ain't even got an energy drink tonight, so it's going to be a struggle. So Cody's taking his suit off. Is this to show an injury? Is this to show bruising? Or is it new ink? Could it be a new tattoo? Brock's face with a target on it. So let's throw his tie into the crowd. So shit's coming off. Calm down, Sassy. And Sarah. Calm down. Don't look like he's going con. And you wink. So, showing off his scar from last year, where he tore his pec off his chest. So he's talking about he's already gone through adversity. So Brock won't be able to hurt him, really. So Cody's saying he's never watched the demolishment back that he took at the hands of Brock Lesnar. Cody didn't interest you, too metrosexual and whining. He does whine a little bit sometimes. But he looks after himself. Or is that why you prefer sort of Moxley? He's a bit more rough and ready for you. I don't know what's happening with my hair tonight. It just won't stay still. It's super curly. So Cody's talking about he's signing a lot of photos with a bruised pec. They had a sold out arena. Basically build him up and give him that motivation to perform. Boo's in the bed. Yeah, it's. I wouldn't put it past him. God is still talking. He wants to thank the crowd for basically giving him that motivation. We're getting Balor coming out now. That's a pairing I'd like to see go head to head. Two ex-Bullet Club leaders. Sarah will be quite happy. Finn's out. Hello, Kinney. How you doing? You having a good weekend? So Balor's talking about seeing what happened to Cody at Mania. And even Balor's saying that Cody was screwed. Yeah, we know he was. He should have won. It was a perfect story. So Balor's saying that there was no one there to have Cody's back. Yes, we know you are, Sarah. We know you're enjoying. It could be on absolute mute. As long as you're seeing Finn Balor, you're happy. Sassy saying that Sarah's got good taste. Nice to take a break with Raw. Yeah, and the boring one of the 3-4 of us that do the podcast. Sassy says, Kinney. Prince Ali, how you doing? Love the P1 logo. All down for Rhodes versus Balor. I think that'd be a great matchup. Imagine if Styles came out. That'd be epic. 3 ex-members of the Bullet Club. Ex-leaders of the Bullet Club. So basically, Balor's sort of trying to recruit Cody. To the Judgment Day, which is quite weird. Yeah, Cody and the Judgment Day. He'd be unstoppable, but would he take over? Am I only the most fun because I bring snacks? Is that the real reason? That's probably it. Talking of snacks, Michael knows what's up. What snack you got? Oh, there was just a great crowd in the great sound in the crowd. Dom was my cellmate. Sassy knows what's up as well. We want the snacks. We want the snacks. About 5 minutes behind, but stripping in the middle of stage. You're embarrassed for him. Yeah, he doesn't explain why. If you give it a minute, you'll get there. Wee Rally, how you doing? Good weekend? Busy weekend? Anything exciting happen? So, Cody's just covering everything. Cody's just confirming that Balor wants him to be part of the Judgment Day. Intriguing, but can't see Cody in a faction. No. Not unless he is the leader of it. And I don't think it'll be a faction where it's a couple of other sort of built stars. I think it'd be building people up. Cody's been nice. He's saying he must decline, but he's doing it respectfully. Did I see the massive news about Punk backstage? Yes, I did. Yes. So Balor's saying you're either with the Judgment Day or you're against the Judgment Day. Balor's saying Cody should be watching his back because he's going to get the bleach slapped out of his head. Is this going to be a main event match for tonight? Even if they give us like a 5-minute match, I'd be into it. I'd be into seeing both of them go one-on-one on a Monday Night Raw to build to a feud later down the line. Punk wanted to say hi to his best buddy Triple H. Yeah. I think he sort of come to say hello to Triple H, give Vince a sort of big hug. I'd love to find out why he was actually there, because he's never going to be showing up on a Monday Night Raw. He's never going to be showing up on a SmackDown. Come on, Michael, what snack did you get? I'm waiting. While we're waiting for something else to happen, I've got my usual. I've got my 5-pack of pepperami. I've still got some of the Kinder Buenos, the minis that I had, and I've got a couple of bits downstairs. I did forget to bring them up though, so I may be running for snacks at some point. So what else I've got? Triple H will rock the foundation of WWE. So could this be a new title being announced that Mark said? earlier on. It came in first thing and said Hunter could be showing off a new world title. An announcement, yes. But what could it be, ZJI? Thanks for joining. How are you doing? Good weekend? Busy weekend? Boring weekend? How was it? So we're going Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso. And who is it we'll be going up against? Let's wait and see. So we're going versus the L.W.O. So I know Hassan's probably about to say, can we have a vote or a poll? So I'm already on it. Just getting that ready for everyone. Is he asking? No, not yet. Said Jason hello, Sassy. Had to fill sandbags for the community 2 days in a row. Well, doing something for the community is always nice. Giving back is always a good thing. NXT in the draft, that's, I think, probably a good shout. Because there's rumours of Tyler Bate being brought up, which I think absolutely needs to be done. Bron Breakker, maybe Carmelo Hayes as well. I think they're people that are pretty much perfectly suited to the main roster now. Tyler Bate is obviously not a huge Brock Lesnar build guy, but he's exciting in the ring. Bring him up. Give him a chance. Another promoter has a major announcement as well. Is that Vince? I'm only joking. I know. Tony Khan supposedly has an announcement on Wednesday Night Dynamite. What do you guys want to talk about? I don't know, Misfit Wrestling. What do you want to talk about? Anything fun? Yep, I know, Tony Khan. Maybe USV is officially major in WWE, like Roman versus Connor kind of match. That'd be cool. What else could? I mean, we could still technically, could go a 4 horsewoman match because Marie Shafee is AEW now. Hasn't NXT always been in draft? Not really. I don't think there was on last year whatsoever. Pretty Deadly needs a chance. Yeah, that's another, brilliant team. Pretty Deadly was pitched to go to Raw for the draft, yeah. You can't tell me you'd wake up this morning at some point see CM Punk was backstage ahead of Raw on your newsfeed. Well, it's 1:20 in the morning in the UK, and I've had a nap for a couple of hours before starting this, and I woke up and I was like, what? Really? And yeah. I'll hear you out, Michael. Don't worry, I'll hear you out. Wild prediction: have a partnership with AEW. So Jay White versus Seth Rollins is headlining SummerSlam then. And we're going to have Jade Cargill versus Becky Lynch. What else could we have? Darby Allin versus Pete Dunne or Butch. They to me sound like bangers. I think they'd be cool match combos. Forbidden Door 2, where the door is wide open. There we go, we've called it. The WWE invades the AEW announcement and CM Punk comes out to stop Triple H. That'd be a massive Forbidden Door, which I'd be right into. Do I follow you on Instagram? Not Instagram, YouTube, Misfit? Let's have a look. Misfit Wrestling Podcast. I don't. There you go. You've got a new subscriber. I was going to double check, see if we follow you on the Gimme Hull Yeah page as well. Yeah, we do on there. I just followed you on my personal one as well, so it gives you another person. So if people... that one... Triple H's announcement that The Rock, the foundation is The Rock. Yeah, well, it'd work. So we've got the L.W.O coming out, so Paul is in chat. Get your votes in. There we go. L.W.O jobbers again. Yeah. I think it's still better than the original incarnation. But it's still feeling like a jobber faction, I think. Roman versus Omega. I don't know if I'd want to see Roman versus Kenny. Logan Paul versus Kenny, I think, would be an absolute ridiculously entertaining match. New Day versus the Bucks, yeah, I think that's a good one. Or the Usos versus the Bucks. Because they've had supposedly Twitter exchanges. Jade Cargill versus Becky, I think, is perfect. Darby and Finn, I think that'd be a good combination. Yeah, I thought you might like to see that one. Said it'll rock WWE forever, so it must be something way bigger than a title or NXT. I don't know. A new title or bringing back a legacy title, I think, would be a big thing. So L.W.O. With it's a 3-on-3. I didn't realise it was 3-on-3. So it's Solo and the Usos, not Solo and Jimmy. It's Jimmy and Jade. Sassy wants Logan Paul versus Mox or Claudio. I think that'd be a good, interesting match. I do think that would be good. It's interesting to see Bloodline members in a match that isn't heavily based on storyline. Yeah, it seems a bit of a weak throwaway match for them. But unless the end of the match is some sort of storytelling with the Usos being separated with from Solo, I think that's the only way that it's going to storyline. That would be awesome, yeah. I've seen the video of the deepfake Triple H talking to Cody about the WrestleMania match. I haven't. Find it, send it to me on Instagram or Twitter. Pretty please. Twitter's there, right there for you. So tweet it to that one and I'll get it. L.W.O looking strong before we go into the commercial break. All three members on the ropes. The Usos and Solo thrown out. Someone had a sign. Hunter, I know you're in Gorilla. What happened to Triple H versus Punk? Well, it happened at WrestleMania, didn't it? Or it was meant to happen at... it was meant to happen at WrestleMania, and that's why he walked out. Because Triple H was meant to be going over. Watching a throwback of Cody and Punk singing Taylor Swift. So it could be both of them saying, "Look what you made me, look what you made me do." I think that'd be quite funny. See them two singing that in the middle of a wrestling ring. Michael's throwing a good one out there. The Acclaim versus the Usos was a dream AEW versus WWE tag match. Yeah, let's throw a couple of matches together. So, what would our main event be? I think you've got to look Omega, Moxley. I'd probably look at maybe even Hangman. I think that would work quite well. Hangman versus Roman, I think, would be a good match. Your money is Seth is the one to snitch to Vince about Punk, saying he's useless, saying he's a liability. Yeah, probably. I mean, I'd say the same. If you brought back Punk, he could probably go against Roman. I think that would be the main event match. And then in the second match, that could be something like Seth versus Omega. I'd quite like MJF versus The Miz as well, just for promo that'll beforehand. Bianca versus Io was confirmed for Backlash. That was, I think, pretty much inevitable. The announcement: WWE has resurrected Bruno Sammartino to challenge for SummerSlam. I mean, he could bring back Benoit. That might scare Roman. Yeah, so if we're doing a card, I think actually Roman versus MJF. I think that would be quite good, even though it's technically heel versus heel. I don't think that them two going one-on-one would be absolute money. So that big back elbow. Simply said when WWE announced Io versus Bianca for Backlash, crown her, you cowards. Yeah, Io Sky needs this world title by the end of this year, I think. I think doing it on Backlash won't be too good. I think it should be on something like a SummerSlam. Roman versus Suzuki. I was thinking something like Brock versus Suzuki. I think that'd be two people that just no Gunther versus Suzuki. So there's a lot of back and forth in the match. The Usos, well, Jimmy in the ring, Santos Escobar coming in and thrown onto the apron. And Sagiri to Jimmy, Santos climbing up to the top rope. Crossbody, goes for a pin, 1, 2, gets a kick out. Gunther versus Suzuki or Sheamus versus Suzuki, I think they'd be good matches. But the other pair, if you're going to do Gunther or Sheamus, whoever doesn't go against them, go against Suzuki, you should probably have them go up against someone like Brian Cage. I think Ray versus Viking go, that would be ridiculous. Goes Del Toro with a drop kick off the top rope, up to the top. Phoenix splash, 1, 2. pin broken up. Then comes Santos Escobar, throwing Jimmy out. Following. But takes a face full of 10 ring post for his troubles. Yeah, that was a great choice. FTR versus Sammy and KO. Yeah. You're back in, Mark. How are you doing? Wrestle talking PW Insider. Punk was backstage talking to The Miz, but got asked to leave. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want Punk anywhere near a live camera for Monday Night Raw. Oh. L.W.O off the top rope with Samoan spike from Solo as it was in midair. 1D, one and done, 1, 2, and a 3 count. Usos and Solo worked well together, even though they've been having a little bit of issues. 67%, so 2/3 of you got the right answer. Even though I didn't put the full team in there. So I apologise about that one. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Riddle. That'd be an interesting one. I think that'd be quite a fun match. We'd probably need like 4 nights to do every match that we want. Main event Jay versus Jimmy, to be honest. Yeah. It'd give shades of Eddie Guerrero versus Dean Malenko, but up the ante. Great choice, Kinney. That would be I think that'd be a great match. I mean, you could do Jay White versus Cody, Jay White versus Balor, Jay White versus AJ Styles, Bullet Club v Bullet Club. Let's have looks. Did you send it on my Twitter or was it the Gimme Hullier page? Request. So the Usos and Bloodline on the mic. Alright, not a problem. Cheers, dude. I'll check the video once I come off stream. Chavo said Ray's trying to make money off the Eddie Nerd. I don't reckon it's Chavo. I reckon it'll probably be WWE using the legacy. Chavo was quote unquote pinned that they used Eddie's music for WrestleMania 39. I know, but it could be Chavo trying to use stuff to keep himself relevant by saying that, by sort of talking negatively about WWE. I don't think that was Ray's choice. I reckon that was more of a WWE thing, wanting to bring back a bit of nostalgia. We've got Kathy Kelly and Bianca Belair backstage. How are you doing, Larry T 1993? I like the wolf in your profile picture. Huge announcement. It's CM Punk, but it looks like he was backstage and asked to leave by security. Yeah, he was backstage. He was speaking to Triple H. He was supposedly talking to The Miz as well. But he got asked to leave. Yeah. Sounds about right. So we've got Damage Control backstage. Talking to Bianca. So AO Sky wants to face Bianca Belair tonight. Hello, Aston. I thought you'd have been in a bit earlier asking for a vote or a poll. But thank you very much for joining. We've already done one. You've missed one poll already. But I'll have the next one ready whenever we know what the next match is. Ayasin says sassy. WWE Twitter accidentally spoiled the announcement. Let's have a look, see what WWE's Twitter says. Latest. So, the draft begins this Friday. What we're thinking? It was to pick your favourite championship title. Could be about Raw changing channels from the USA Network in America to some other channel, possibly Tuesday. Go back to 2 hours, give SmackDown the 3-hour spot for a bit. That'd be interesting because I think SmackDown deserves the quality of a 3-hour show. Monday Night Raw, I think, is more. There's a lot of filler. Oh yes, EO getting the push. Massively deserves it, massively needs it. And I do think that she's someone where they could strap a title to her and give her a run. Bianca's held it for over a year now, so being able to build someone new, even though Io Sky's not really new anymore, it just makes so much sense. Give the title to someone like Io as the heel, build up a face to take it off her, and it could even be someone from NXT. With the draft coming, that is where I probably would look at. Vince is known to spoil things early. Yeah, he blows his load way too early over the important stuff. So many ads, definitely. Could be Vince leaving again. Please. Please. Yes. I agree, Kinney. I agree. My mic is glitching. Okay. Interference on mic. It could be my phone's right next to it, so I'll move that out of the way. Let me know. There'll be more ads in the future with UFC match ads on WWE programming. That could be something, yeah, we haven't spoke about. Maybe, well, we spoke a little bit about a proper UFC merger. But apart from that, perfect. Thank you very much, guys. I can always rely on you guys to let me know what's happening. Because I've only got my Raw stream in that here. Nothing in that one, so unless you're telling me, I ain't got a clue. I think I did a stream a long while back where I had the microphone on mute for the first 5 minutes. But yeah, you let me know. So thank you very much, guys. Much love to all of you. So now it's working. I'm going to have the pepperami in a sec. Budget cuts will be interesting. I know. I'm thinking the budget cuts might take my mic off me, so I'll just have to sort of sign language everything for everyone. Or it might be where it's just an audio podcast because we can't afford webcams anymore. Yeah, budget cuts at Gimme Hole the Air are brutal. I'm only going to be able to have one snack a night now instead of 3 or 4. What about if Punk does come out? Will he get some time or will it be rushed? I think there's less than 0% chance of Punk coming out. Just because his contracted AW star. So we've got Jay backstage. He's on the phone. Oh, Sami Zayn's there. So Jay's asking what Sami wants. It's not here for a fight. So Sammy's saying about Sammy's talking about the title matches. The Usos are doing it for Roman and not from themselves. So what happens if the Usos come up short? Sammy's asking what's going to happen. It's not going to be good, whatever happens. Sammy's saying that Jade doesn't deserve that. Jade asking why he cares. So on Friday, the Usos are going to take back the tag titles. Do we think that's going to happen? So Jay's made his choice too. So the Usos keep calling their shots, and if they don't make it a win, they're going to be in big trouble with Big Dog. AEW doesn't earn him anymore. The deal when I think they're going to be announcing a AEW Collision show on a Saturday night, and I think that's going to be his sort of show. Oh, Asin's birthday is coming up on May the 3rd, next Wednesday. Well, pop in the chat on Wednesday and say hello to Ant and get him to sing happy birthday to you. Oh, hello, WWE and Thomas Fan, how are you doing? Shocked Punk was backstage at Raw. Yeah, I am. What happens, AJI? I'm no good at guessing stuff. Saturday is the 11th, and again, speak to Dom, speak to Ant. They might be able to sing happy birthday live on stream for you. Usos must be winning because the titles because Sammy and KO can't go to Night of Champions. Yeah. Which is why it doesn't make sense that Vince changed it from what Backlash? What was it? I can't remember. But if now they called it Night of Champions, it doesn't make sense. If they left it as the what was it? But they could have got away with having the tag titles on there. They could. I mean, the only way that I can think they could get the tag titles on the show is do like a cinematic match. Your birthday falls on a Raw night. Oh, I'm not singing happy birthday. I don't care. If it does come out, let's just hope the crowd knows who he is. I know. I mean, in his own town, I don't think anyone will know what his music is or anything like that. He was on the news and spelled your name wrong. What was you on the news for? Was it anything fun? Was it anything good? Yeah, Punk's back for Chicago. AW Collision. To try and... Oh, King of the Ring. Thank you very much, Mark. Yeah, King of the Ring. You don't need the tag titles on there so you can get away with it. You don't need to have every title defended. You could do a cinematic match to get around that, but it's not as good for the live fans there. So we've got Trish backstage. So Becky's supposedly not backstage. Becky's supposedly not doing too well. So supposedly Becky's struggling to be top of the division. June 17th for Punk return. That's my sister's birthday. There's 2 PLEs this month. Are we doing both? I think it'd be a busy couple of days because I think there's AEW show and a WWE show one night after the other. I'll probably be doing the WWE show. We'll probably have Dawn doing the AEW show. But we'll probably be covering everything. Don't worry about it, JI. And we're getting Street Profits coming out. Becky's injured, isn't she? So that's the rumour. I think, yeah, there's a bit of an injury at the moment. We're going Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin versus the Street Profits. Coming up next. Get that poll ready for people. Almost done, and I'll be back on comments. So WWE, oh yeah, we'll be doing both then. Yeah, I think that the timing stuff means we should be able to cover both. If the Usos lose, it makes sense in terms of storyline. Yep, definitely. Usos get pushed further out, more fractured, vulnerable bloodline and tribal chief. 100%. I think that's the way they should do it. And then you could have Roman and Solo turn on the Usos and give them a big beat down. And then it builds into Jay versus Roman. GYV release request has been rejected. I'm not surprised. They're a brilliant team, but they deserve to be performing every week. They could get called up to Monday Night Raw, I think. I do prefer them as the grizzled young veterans. I'm starting to believe Triple H ends us, so if it's that big of an announcement, yeah, I agree. Sassy agrees with Kinney. I'd be surprised to see them lose the championships on a SmackDown. Yeah, definitely. It would be doing them dirty. 100%. If Hunter's ending shirt has to be a new title, yeah, I think so, Mark. I don't think that is. King of the Ring PLE is a one-night tournament. We don't know. We presume so. I think it's old school. WrestleMania 4 style. Every match in one night. Have a couple of qualifying matches to get a couple of people in the shows, in the matches. Cedric and Shelton being a tag team is good, like something. You're not sure what it is. It's MVP. It's MVP as the mouthpiece. Shelton's a great performer. Cedric's a great performer. But on the microphone, I just think they're lacking a bit, and that's where MVP blends everything together perfectly, which is why the Hurt Business was so good. Hurt Business, exactly, Sassy. MVP is such a good talker that he could get pretty much everyone over. Struggling a bit with Amos, but I think that Amos is. It's not something that we really care about anymore. It's just the stupidly oversized guys. I know that's what Vince likes, but Hurt Business as a faction was brilliant. Kinney agrees. King of the Ring will be really long because they have to do a Queen's Crown. Yeah, last year when they did the match at the Queen's Crown? Every single Queen's Crown match combined was shorter than the men's final match, which it just shows how much faith that Vince had in the tournament itself. MVP has the same magic as Jimmy Hart or Paul Heyman. He can basically get you on the right track. 100% get you on the right track. There you go, Hassan. Paul is in the chat. Shelton just took out Angelo Dawkins, who was on the apron. One says Ford. The working Shelton Benjamin. Shelton picks Montez up. Big power bomb. Cedric got the blind tag. Oh, beautiful Michinoku driver from Cedric Alexander. So yeah, we are getting Cody versus Balor tonight. That's a pay-per-view level match. That could be a WrestleMania main event match. It's that big. In comes Shelton Benjamin again. Shelton went for his whip kick. Montez counters with a beautiful step up enziguri. Angelo Dawkins back on the ring apron. Hot tags. In comes Dawkins. In comes Alexander. Dawkins will go a couple of clotheslines in, but Cedric Alexander got a kick to the stomach. Beautiful shoulder tackle from Angelo Dawkins. Spin splash and enziguri. Silencer as well. Dawkins going for the pin. Shelton Benjamin stops that happening. Montez Ford thrown to the apron. A big enziguri on the apron. Cedric with a roll up on Angelo. 1-2. Beautiful spine buster from Angelo Dawkins. Montez Ford tagged in, climbing up to the top. Huge frog splash. So much air. 3 count. That was it. That's it. It's all over and done with. Straight profits 80%. So the majority of you got it right. I still can't believe how much air he gets. Needed to be longer. Yeah, I think so. That could have been another 5 minutes and it still would have felt not long enough. Triple H up next. Wish it would have went longer. Could have made Cedric and Shelton look legit. Yeah, it could be. Yep. I agree. Sassy agrees. So we are getting Triple H up next. What do we think the announcement will be? To everyone's point, it wasn't even as long as the commercials. No, that's what we mean. It's way too short. It deserved another 5 minutes minimum. So the Hardcore Championship champion was made of the Eagle Belt. What if we dig the 2014 Rock's Championship out of the trash? Make it look hardcore. It looked hardcore when it came out of the trash. That could be a good idea. Who was the best IC champion? Jericho, Miz, Christian, or IVD? I'd go Miz as the best IC title holder. I think that when he held it and he did the talking smack with Daniel Bryan, that was one of the points that completely legitimised him and the title at that point, because he really made it work. Sassy Fees, the 24/7 title's coming back. No chance. Yeah. Ambrose or Brett? You'd say Ambrose all day long, Sassy. Prince Ali's still doing them fantasy bookings. Gunther versus Okada, Ring General versus Ring Master. Good combo. It'd be a banger of a match, I think, as well, because Gunther can perform. What do we think? What do we think this promo will be about then? Mr. Perfect was Michael's favourite IC champ. Again, another absolute legend that deserved a WWE title. Yeah, I think for me, The Miz was the best, my favourite IC title holder. US title, we'll go US title now as well. Well, I mean, I say while we're waiting, we're just about to come back. So Michael's going to go new belt. Prince Ali's going general manager for Raw and SmackDown with a new championship. We have a new design for the US and IC. We need the new women's mid-card and redesigns for all world titles, including women's. Demolish NXT, rename it Heat with their own champions. Here we go. I can't wait. It is still a Goosebumps entrance for me. Retirement. From Vince, hopefully. US champ hands down Cena. Yeah, I was going to go Cena all day long. I thought it was an absolutely fantastic run that he had when he was doing the open challenges. Here we go, says Michael. I don't know if he says it in that voice, but I'll give it my shot. I'm going to put the other earphone in just so I can listen to it properly. So, Corey Graves has just said this is going to be good news for the WWE Universe. Does he have inside information? Probably. We're going Triple H chants. So Triple H said as a superstar he had the privilege of performing for everyone at the highest level and in front of all the fans. So he's talking about defending the WWE title against John Cena at WrestleMania 22 in that arena. Sounds like he's retiring. At the minute, yeah. Nostalgia. So is he here to talk about Roman Reigns? Stripped of a title, maybe? Privilege of burying wrestlers with Shawn Michaels? Yes. Coming up to 1,000 days as champion? Yeah, he is. So saying it's unheard of in the modern era, which, yeah, it definitely is. So after seeing all the superstars for 30 years, he can't name too many that would hang in the ring with Roman. I think they could be. Triple H saying he is that damn good. And that, in all them days, an intelligent superstar, he would negotiate himself into a championship as frequently. Could they be forcing him to defend the title on more regulars? Triple H saying he doesn't blame Roman. So it's not great for WWE, but it's great for Roman. WWE and the audience deserves more. I think we're getting that sassy, unify the belts. So Triple H said the draft will change the core of WWE. Triple H is saying that Roman will take the WWE Universal Championship. Oh, new champion. So on Saturday, May 27th, at Night of Champions, we are going to crown a new World Heavyweight Champion. New belt. That looks elegant. It's not as garish as someone, but it is still not the prettiest belt. Crowd giving the yes chance. So this will be a champion that you can respect, you can admire. So this title will be defended any place, anytime, anywhere, all over the world. So this champion will not have to demand your acknowledgement. To me, strap it to Gunther. Strap that to Gunther straight away. Being minutes behind everyone and reading the comments trickling in is showing experience. Let me tell you, pause me for a few minutes until it matches then. He's losing a title. It's big gold. Yeah, it's not the big gold belt, as Ric Flair knows it, but it's a big gold belt. Yeah, I like it. It's not the prettiest belt, but it is a beautiful belt. Needs jewels, so much gold. Yeah, I think it is a bit too gold. Tony can't top this. Nah, never. Cody winning the belt and beating Brock for it. Yeah, I think that's a great way to do it. That means only two titles. Goodbye, Universal. I hope so. So we're going to recap of Monday Night Raw 3 weeks ago. Damien Priest pouring Bad Bunny through the announce desk. So Kathy Kelly is trying to get a word with Damien Priest backstage. So Balor's asking if he's invisible. So there will be a whole new design for the Undisputed Champion. Yeah, by the looks of it. Michael's give the belt to either Cody or Sammy. Moxbury, nothing to top, should be done last year, but didn't have anyone to carry it. Yeah. I think Gunther's a great person to build that championship around. I mean, he's been IC title for a long while. So I think that being able to take the title off of Gunther, build that up for him. But yeah, I think first off, I think they'll probably give it to Cody. So Dominic's backstage with Damien Priest. Dom chirps in and basically says that Bad Bunny can watch as Damien Priest destroys his deadbeat dad. Pretty huge, yeah. It's definitely huge. I just don't know how they should go with it. Whether they should put it on someone to build them up, or put it on someone like Cody to give it legitimacy out straight off the bat. So I've got Damage Control coming out now. So Damage Control versus Bianca Belair, but who else? Damage Control versus Belair, but I don't know who else at the minute. Who has the best ring gear? Got to be Seth Rollins or AJ. I'd say Seth is the funkiest because he comes out with some ridiculous outfits. Yeah, Seth has. Michael feels like Tony Khan has a new announcement every week, where I'm not excited, but it actually excites me because I feel like Cody gets a push. Yeah, Cody deserves a push. The rumour is for Tony Khan announcement on Wednesday that he's going to announce AEW Collision, which will be a Saturday show with CM Punk. You can get a vote when I know who these other participants are, because I don't know who they are, so I can't put it in yet. But as soon as they are, I'll put it in for you. I'm going to have a bueno while we're on commercial break. We've got 10 people in. Thank you very much for joining. If you haven't, please do like and share the video, subscribe to that channel. And if you can, hit that notification bell. That way you'll know when we're going live in the future. We do try to go live sort of 3-4 times a week. Usually it's me on Monday Night Raw. You'll have Ant doing AEW Dynamite on a Wednesday. And then you'll have Dom and Sam covering WWE SmackDown on a Friday. You may have a couple of weeks without Dom, as he's still a little bit bent out from WrestleMania. So he's just maybe having a break for a few weeks from SmackDown. But Sam will still be here, week in, week out, handcuffed to the chair. Don't worry about that. It's exciting as well. I hope it's a third show or AEW Fight Forever release date. Yeah. It's rumored to be a third show, AEW Collision. Either way, WWE's not in competition with AEW, not for that show. Brian Rogers, that what you're doing? Texas Showdown. How are they going to have the WCW titles on just sitting there and somehow think the new belt looks remotely better? Big Gold is beautiful. Big Gold is so pretty, and it's going to be hard to ever replicate something like that. But yeah, if you couldn't take the Big Gold belt, which belt would you want back in WWE? And why is it the Winged Eagle? It's got to be the Winged Eagle. It's the best looking belt ever in WWE history. Randy Orton, or now called Orton, was the last person with a big gold, so yeah. Been a long while, hasn't it, since it was redesigned. So coming back to Monday Night Raw. So who else is Bianca going to be partnered with? We've got a Bronson Reed video package now. I'm excited for the Butcher and Blade versus Takeshita and Omega. That's a great match. Butcher and the Blade are beautiful performers. They're seasoned. They're very good in the ring. And them going up against them anytime Omega's in the ring is captivating usually. And having Takeshita in there as well is just going to ramp it up even more. But Don Callis is a snake, says Sassy. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'd love to see more of Viking go in AEW. And being able to sort of see him do some of the stuff that he did against Omega was absolutely next level. So we've got the Bloodline backstage. Don Callis is definitely turning on Kenny. Blackpool Combat Club ambush, maybe. Don Callis joining Blackpool Combat Club? Could that be a thing, do we think? So I've got the Usos talking backstage and basically putting seed of doubts in if they don't win the championships on Friday. So Jimmy's talking, flipping off about Jay talking to Sami Zayn. Jimmy's saying that you've got to stay focused. Yep, I've got the tweet there, Jay. Don't worry. Where's my notifications? Yeah, I've got it there. Don't worry. You can probably see it's the right one from there. Bloodline's going to fall apart. Yeah. Big implosion. Damage Control's entrance music is quite a banger of a song, I think. I really do enjoy it. So let's find out. So we've got Bianca coming out. Raw Women's Champion. Oh, she got first. Raquel Rodriguez. And it's got to be Liv Morgan as well, then, hasn't it? Let's get that poll going for you now, then, guys. There you go, guys. Damage Control versus Bella, Rodriguez, and Morgan. Get your votes in the chat. If not Cody as the new champ, how about LA Knight? Yeah. Magic. Although I'd probably put the new title on Gunther, and then I would put the IC title on LA Knight. It is a big gold belt sort of rip-off, I think, in a way. I don't mean it in a bad way. Please put Bailey out of her misery. To me, I would, even though she's only been back since SummerSlam last year, I would like Bailey to disappear for a little bit and let Io Sky build her own legacy in a way. And Dakota Kai's a great performer, but I think she would deserve to be on SmackDown. So we're technically getting a preview of Backlash match. Io Sky versus Bianca Belair starting the match off. In comes Dakota Kai. Beautiful vertical suplex from Bianca. Tag for Raquel. In comes Raquel Rodriguez. Dakota Kai whipped into the corner. In comes Liv now as well. Rodriguez and Morgan working together. In comes Bailey. And then Liv Morgan with a Hurricane Rana helping Raquel with the shoulders into the corner of Bailey. Liv tagged in again. Liv on the shoulders. And a elevated senton off of Raquel's shoulders. Don't even talk to me, Misfit. No chance. It ruined the best story arc. Don't say yes, Sassy. Don't say yes. So going back to the original question, the storyline was perfect for a title change. It was, even in the arena, it felt deflated as soon as Roman got the 3 count. I don't want it to sound overhyped, but it was Daniel Bryan WrestleMania 30 level of crowd investment. And I think that they should have done that. Give Roman a bit of time away and bring him back as a face. Because he's basically following the Rock storyline of being the heel champion for a little bit, even though the Rock was the IC title. And then coming back and slowly morphing into a face, which is pretty much what Roman is doing, is getting cheered quite a lot, but they need to flip the switch and turn him face altogether. So I think if you took him away, gave him a break, give him the time off that he was sort of asking for, bring him back, he would get cheered, and then he could go up against a heel Brock Lesnar and solidify that face turn by beating him at a pay-per-view like SummerSlam or Survivor Series. It's a consolation prize title, yeah, for Cody. That's the problem. Is it's not going to feel like a main event title for a little while yet, and you don't want Cody winning it straight away. If it's not going to be a main event title, or if you want to build it to be the main event title, you need to hold off a bit. L.W.O, how are you doing? Vince only cares about the money, Roman is the moneymaker, and Vince's man, Cody's not earned it yet. Yeah, I can partly agree with that. But I do think that Cody winning the title and having a ex-AW star as your world champion means that WWE can book people properly as they deserve to be. So yeah, I do think it was a mistake from not to switch the title at WrestleMania. Someone's already made a one-on-one replica of the new WWE champion on 2K23 already. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. They don't waste time on stuff like this. As soon as it's out, they're making stuff. So we're coming back to Monday Night Raw. We're still in the women's tag match. I forgot to update that banner. There we go. So women's champion teaming with the tag team champions. So we've got Dakota in the ring with Liv. Dakota with a boat to Liv in the corner. In comes Bayley. In comes Io Sky. Very quick tags. Bayley with a running knee. And Io Sky with a double knees in the corner. Io Sky's got a crossface, even though it's under the chin, on Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan fighting back to a vertical base. And then attacks the midsection of Io Sky. Io Sky with a big handful of Liv's hair though. Raquel taking off the ring apron. In comes Dakota Kai now. Liv with a kick to Dakota Kai. And then Io Sky tossed to the outside. Big clothesline to Dakota Kai from Liv Morgan. Bianca's won in that tag. Dakota's got hold of Liv's foot, but will she get the tag? Will she get the tag? Io Sky takes Bianca off the apron just in time. Bianca thrown into the ring steps. Backstabber from Liv Morgan to Dakota Kai. Will Damage Control be split up in the draft? I hope so, in a way. I don't think they've done well, but I think it's past the point of being a building platform now. So to me, I would probably split them up. I'd put Dakota Kai and Bayley on SmackDown. Leave Io on Monday Night Raw because I think she deserves to have that platform. Follow a slam on Bayley from Raquel. Twisting sense on. 1, 2. Dakota Kai splits the pinfall up. We have Night Champions Arena and your World Heavyweight Champion. Who should be the two competitors for the champion? Cody and Gunther. For me. Going to bed. Good night, Michael. See you Wednesday. Take it easy, dude. Thanks for joining. Have a good week. AO with a drop kick to Raquel. Bianca's legal person looking for the KOD on Io Sky. Oh, Io off the ring post. In comes Bailey. Io gets Bailey up. KOD to Bailey. 1, 2, 3 count. So, yeah. 86% of people got the right answer. Bianca, Liv, and Raquel. Well done on that one, guys. So, yeah, Sky's furious on the outside at losing that match. So we're going to recap of last Monday when it was Lashley versus Austin Theory, and then Bronson Reed turned up. Cody and Gunther. So, yep, Cody and then Gunther. I think that would be a great match because Gunther's had such a good reign with the IC title. He would feel quite legitimate going for the title higher up for me. Sassy's going to tune out now because we've got Austin Theory coming out. So we've got the US title. The US champion coming down to the ring. Any special match type? No, I don't think they'll need it. You look at Gunther when he was at Clash at the Castle, WrestleMania. It's been 1-on-1 to triple threat. There's been no real gimmick in there. And it's been absolutely phenomenal. So I don't think they'll need a gimmick to be able to pull off a brilliant match. Clear as day as being the one split from Damage Control. Yeah. I think you split Damage Control up, you keep EO on one brand and Damage Control on the other. And I'd probably keep EO on Monday Night Raw because I think there's just better matchups that she could have on there. Sassy's predicting Brock beats Cody and then rematch for the title. I reckon that's probably what will end up. I don't want it to go that way, but that's probably where I see the match ending up at Night of Champions. Should I let the IR fight? If you want, dude. See what the outcome is on the match. So we're on a commercial break. We're halfway through Monday Night Raw. It's felt relatively quick so far tonight. It's not felt like it's been an hour and a half. It's probably felt like about 50 minutes, maybe an hour. But I'm feeling a bit tired. Especially because I got an energy drink to keep me going. We're on a commercial break as still. So yeah, it's less than 2 weeks until Backlash. Let's have a look at WWE schedules. So we've got May the 6th. We've got Backlash. Then we've got Night of Champions in the 27th of May. And then 1st of July is next one. So it's only 2 next months for WWE. So Bronson Reed versus Austin Theory versus Bobby Lashley, triple threat match at Backlash. How did Bronson Reed earn that title shot? One positive to a new world title. It looks nice. Yeah, it looks nice. It don't look amazing, but it's trying to copy sort of the big gold belt. So Austin Theory in the ring. So King of the Ring will only be the tournament, and the night will be the regular Premium Live event. Yeah. King of the Ring should decide a new title. Should be a tournament. Yeah. Bronson got involved with Lashley versus Theory last week. Yeah, but he didn't pin anyone to earn a title shot. So Austin Theory's talking about the new title. It should be around Austin Theory's waist. That title should be earned. If any man around here has earned a title, it should be him. No. So he's whining about being in a triple threat match where he doesn't have to be pinned to lose his title. Vince did playing darts or pin the tail on the donkey, but sure, yeah. So he's now living off the pinning John Cena at WrestleMania. So we're going your tapped out chant now as well. Yeah, what you understand, WWE doesn't own the original Big Gold belt anymore. But why could that be if it was a WCW belt and they own the intellectual property and everything? Why wouldn't they own the Big Gold belt? So we've got Bobby Lashley coming out now. This is where Sassy gets excited. Big beefy man. It was NWA, wasn't it, originally? Yeah. So, yeah, they've tried to sort of replicate the shape a little bit. It's not as big. It looks like it's a bit thicker in design and pattern. I've just had something delivered. Something that's going to help. Energy drink. So Lashley's come out and said that Theory's holding his title. Theory's holding Lashley's title. I didn't think I had one in. That sounds better. Lashley's saying that Theory is running away from every obstacle. He should be running towards them. I feel so much better already. Lashley says that Theory is very talented, but Theory probably doesn't realise it yet. Is he lazy and he doesn't want to work? Is he lazy or is he scared? Theory's asking if the match was Lashley's idea. Lashley's saying that Theory should be welcoming every opportunity to fight for the title because he would. So Lashley requested the triple threat match. Oh, is hit back. Said, where was your match at WrestleMania, Bobby? Oh, sharp. Lashley's saying he should knock his teeth down Theory's throat for saying it. Oh, Theory went for a cheap shot, but Lashley was on top of him. Theory off the barricade, back first. Lashley just going to town. Austin Theory now. Sass is happy. Oh, there's Bronson Reed as well. Bronson Reed trying to get a few cheap shots in on Lashley. From behind, Austin Theory working with Bronson Reed, taking down Lashley. So Austin Theory holding Lashley's arms around the ring post while Bronson Reed splashes from behind. So Lashley thrown in the ring. In comes Theory. In comes Bronson Reed. Theory. Airtown down. So Theory is saying that he shouldn't have come out and messed with me. Oh, Bronson Reed attacking Theory straight away. Sent on to Theory. Bronson Reed going up to the top. We're going to go an avalanche. I won't want to take that. Oh, Tsunami. Bronson Reed picking up the US title. Could this be what we see on Backlash? Sorry about that, guys. I was just keeping it by what was going on. Watch Vince put the new title on Roman to come SummerSlam. Yeah, I reckon he'll be holding it by the end of the year. And it'll be Roman 3 belts, won't it? Ask your daddy, Vince. Yeah. So we've got Rick Boogs and Elias backstage. Rick Boogs saying he's got a lot going on. There's Chad Gable. So Chad Gable is basically explaining how the draft works. Here comes Otis. Maxine Dupree. Chad and Maxine are fighting over Otis. And we've got Mustafa Ali as well. I think Mustafa Ali should go to NXT for a little bit. I think he'd be really good down there. Yeah, Mustafa Ali, I think, would make a really good high mid-carder main eventer in NXT. This gimmick for Ali is awful. Yeah, just go back to destroying people. I think he could do that in NXT. Him versus Carmelo Hayes, I think, would be a great match. So Bad Bunny's on his way to Monday Night Raw, supposedly. I reckon he'll be there already. Got Alpha Academy coming out now. Ali's a budget cut victim. Yeah. Match is over in 2K23. What happened to it then? So we've got Chad Gable versus Mustafa Ali. Let's get a banner and a poll ready. Start a poll. Almost done. So yeah, what do we think for this match? Chad Gable and Mustafa Ali. Who deserves a gimmick change more? Chad Gable or Mustafa Ali? I think Chad is enjoying his character at the minute. I think Mustafa Ali deserves so much more. But where do you fit him in the card? I think if you're going to take a few people from NXT, I think you need to maybe put a couple of people down there. I think Mustafa Ali is a great shout for someone like that. Triple H said he defended the WWE title against Cena at Mania 22. Yeah, I think he did. Let's have a look. Yeah, John Cena defeated Triple H by submission in the STFU for the WWE Championship. You had Undertaker versus Mark Henry in a casket match, Shawn Michaels versus Vince McMahon in a no holds barred. That was the Edge versus Mick Foley hardcore match, which was a banger. No, he said he went against Cena at WrestleMania. He didn't say he defended the title. Match started. Gunther got the first hits, dominated Cody at the beginning. Cody dazed Gunther. Cody cut a toe count on Gunther. Gunther surprised Cody. I agree, yeah. I sometimes have some good points. They're not always magic and they're not always gold. 12 dozen of chops backed him into a corner, delivered a massive chop. Ludwig Kaiser distracted the ref to help Gunther. Cody got the upper hand and made Gunther bleed. Not the other way around like Triple H. And I think it was just he went up against people who had held the title. So just coming back to Monday Night Raw, Chad Gable's in the ring. Otis is doing well. He first had Mandy Rose. And now he's got Maxine Dupree fighting for him. There you go. Paul's in the chat, guys. That WWE is possibly going back to brand exclusive pay-per-views. I think that'd be a good shout. Because it'd give more... I mean, the WWE Network, I think, is where the money is. I don't think people buy premium live events anymore. So, with that, it doesn't make sense to not have more premium live events, because if they are on the network, people can watch them without having to pay money, and they're not going to have to choose one a month or whatever. Karen should go to NXT, says Sassy. Yeah. He's doing nothing, is he? Gunther locked in a rear naked choke. Cody and Gunther almost tapped. Kicked out Gunther. Crossroads. Gunther for a 0 count. Judgment Day came out. UFC prices. Well, looking at him, you'd probably put Carrion in UFC. I think that'd be a great thing to try. Dragon Suplex from Chad Gable. Something we don't see in WWE very often. It's a Kenny Omega staple. But that was Chad Gable has been completely wasted in terms of technical skill. Beautiful DDT from Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali going up to the top. Went for a 450. Gable rolled out the way. Gable went for a chaos theory. Reversal from Mustafa Ali. 1, 2, 3 count. Mustafa Ali got the win. So 50-50 on that poll. I think it was a 50-50 call. I think that went even shorter than the Street Profits tag match. Judgment Day distracted the ref. Gunther powerbombed Cody. Got a 7 count, but the ref wasn't paying attention. Powerbomb Cody. 6 count. Ref was on the floor. Gunther picked up the ref. Cody tried the crossroads. Gunther reversed and powerbombed Cody. The ref slow counted 1, 2, 3. Cody won. Didn't know the ref slow counted if you heard them. Yeah, they're trying to make it quite realistic. So Jimmy's trying to get in Sammy's head, saying that Kevin Owens is going to turn on Sammy when they lose the titles on Friday. So we've got Balor coming out now. We're getting this early. I thought this was main event. Gunther won. Yeah, that I'd prefer to put it on Gunther. I think to me Gunther is the person you build. You want Cody to take the titles off of Roman. So I don't want Cody anywhere near this new title. Bad Bunny main event, says Sassy. Yeah, it's got to be now, hasn't it? Bad Bunny main event, yeah. I mean, it's going to draw people into the final hour of the show, innit? Wanting to see Bad Bunny. Sassy agrees. Reed should also win the US title. Seth would be good for the title as well. Yeah. I think Austin Theory is doing a good job, but he's not really elevating the title. I mean, even if you put on Bronson Reed, unless he is having matches week in, week out, or at least every couple of weeks, it's going to be hard to elevate that title. I think Seth is a better person for the title over Reed and Austin Theory. But we saw this 6 months ago when it was Seth, Lashley, and Theory vying for the title. So unless they did a quick change to Seth and then Austin Theory went off for a bit or got drafted to SmackDown, I don't know how they'd get rid of it. Cody's going to be drafted to the same brand as Roman, yeah, but I think they're both going to come across to Monday Night Raw. Clip of Twitter on Avant messing up. Messing up? What did he do? How did he mess up? I'll retweet it and annoy him with it. I mean, he's usually messing up, isn't he? In some way. So we are on commercial break. So what did Ant do to mess up? Just coming back on to Monday Night Raw. It started off quite good, but it's now starting to feel more of a Vince booking show. It feels probably like rewritten quite quickly. Said in chat that you missed China because we're talking about DX. And I said, why is China dead? Yeah, I mean, that's just Ant for you. It's WWE related, so I don't really care. So we're getting the American Nightmare. And again, getting goosebumps from remembering it live at the arena at WrestleMania. It's when you're that hyped up for the performer to come out, it is an adrenaline rush. I mean, singing along. I've got a video of the entrance at WrestleMania, and getting the Cody Vader and being able to sort of see that as well. It's a massive bucket list item ticked off. That's one thing I didn't see at WrestleMania itself. There was the WWE Superstore, and they didn't have the Cody belts. They had a Velcro version, like kids style version, but they didn't have a leather feel one. Because it would have been something I'd have been super tempted by. Hate the Cody jacket, like the shorter one better, more of a hero vibe. I don't know, I quite like both. I do honestly like both. There you go. Polls in the chat, guys. Get your votes in. So I think we're expecting Cody to win this, aren't we? Cody's got some tape on his ribs. So is he still got a niggling injury? So based on Triple H's promo, which I guess is positive, once the new rosters are in place, there's no going back and forth between shows. Yeah, they're doing like a proper brand split again, which I'm quite excited for. So we're going a Let's Go Cody chance. And we rallies back. That title's nice, yeah. I quite like it. It's not, as of right now, it's not my favourite title. It's not my worst title. It's a title that I could grow to like, and I think it'll need some building from superstars to give it some elevation. See how that long that last year. I reckon they're going to sort of, if Triple H is still technically head of creative, which I don't think he will be, depending on how Vince goes, I think that it will be more of a cut brand split, and it'll be straight down the line. You are either on that show or on that show. I don't think they'll do like the wild card and stuff like that because it was just too messy. Cody, I realise I haven't really called much of this match. So Balor's on the apron. Cody picking Balor into a suplex position. Balor's trying to sort of shake his legs, get out of it. Front slam. Looking forward to which NXT stars in draft. Ivy Nile would be good. Layla Hirsch in AEW, but 50 times bigger muscles. Former bodybuilder, that'd be a good shout. I think Bron Breakker should be a guarantee. Pretty Deadly, I think, should be coming up as well. Tyler Bates rumoured to be brought up to the main roster. Not seen it yet, but once I've finished, I'll have a look at the tweet you sent me earlier on, and then I'll have a look for it, dude. Don't worry. Originally, I was against it, but Raw and SmackDown need separate authority figures. I don't think they need separate authority figures. I just need... Cody went for a splash. Balor got out the way, but Cody landed in the ropes. That looks very nasty. Cody Rhodes is on Raw a lot tonight, three times so far. No, he came out for a promo and then that was it until the match. Balor's looking at that new world title. Tiffany Stratton should be on SmackDown in the fantasy draft. Indy Hartwell, but she's champ, so no. I don't know. Kevin Owens came up while he was NXT champ. I think if you've got the right story, you could have them on both. And the Kevin Owens one, I think, was so well done. If you bring them up and have them beat legitimate stars on the main roster, you could then put them up against a champion, maybe take the title off them, and say, I've won a title on the main roster now, I deserve to be on the main roster, I'm going to relinquish the NXT title. And that way they could then have an open challenge for the NXT titles. Yeah, we've called up NXT champions before today. Yeah, it's in the last hour, so this is where it gets to be a bit of a struggle. What have people got planned for the rest of the week then? Anything exciting planned? So originally it was against it, but Raw SmackDown had separate authority figures. Yeah, I think that separate authority figures can work, but I think it just makes it a little bit harder to sort of keep the story going. Whereas I think if you've got one authority figure, it's more seamless. But to me, who would you have as the authority figures? Triple H obviously is backstage, so I don't think he would make it work. Adam Pearce is already an authority figure, so he would work as one. Regal, I don't think he's got a non-compete clause. I think the agreement was you're allowed out of your AEW contract if you don't appear. So if he broke that contract, it would negate his WWE contract. So I think that they'd have to wait until he was completely out. And he honours that non-complete clause. Regal is a man of respect. So I think he wouldn't want to go against Tony Khan's sort of good nature and letting him out of that contract early to go back to work at Raw or SmackDown or even NXT. Paige and Sasha were called up as women's champion. Yep, there was. Fell asleep last hour. No, he's not been on yet. Don't worry. You haven't missed him yet. I think that'll be the main event section. What's the name of the new title? The Roman Reigns Consolation Prize Champion. That's what it is. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, second rate title to Roman Reigns. Paige's first match was versus AJ Lee. Yep, debuted on Monday Night Raw, took the title off her. English, like we rally, and myself. Disaster kick from Cody on Balor. On the button, 1, 2. Kick out from Balor. Has Chicago been hot all night? The crowd have been into a lot of it, yeah. It's quite nice to see the crowd in a lot of stuff. I mean, Chicago's notorious for having hot crowds. So I think that it does help quite a lot with it being in Chicago to make it feel legit. Cody was going for crossroads. Balor switched. Cody went for a cutter. Balor scouted it. Went for a pin guard 2 count. So yeah, Paige vacated the title 2 nights later, but was called up as the champion, so they could still do it again with Indy Hartwell. So Balor stomping on Cody. Balor up on his feet. Went for the shotgun drop kick. Cody caught it. Super kick. Went for the cutter, got the cutter. 1, 2, kick out. What's Cody going for here? Looks like powerbomb. Balor got out of it. Stomped the midsection of them ribs that was taped up. Shotgun drop kick to Cody. Balor was thinking, we're going up. Cody's in the drop zone. Went for the Cody Gras. Cody out the way. Cody went for the crossroads. Inside cradle from Cody, from Bella. 1, 2. Cody. Pedigree. Cody cheering up the crowd. Nowhere Bella's winning the match. Do we think Seth beats Samos, then challenges Roman and wins? I like that. Yeah, I definitely like that. Crossroads. 1, 2, 3 count. Cody wins. Yeah, Seth beats Samos and then goes on to face Roman. I think that's a great way, but I don't see Seth winning, I'm afraid. Seth versus Cody Rewind for the Roman Reigns consolation prize. Yeah. It's time we get new tag titles. Definitely. Title to Cody? Yeah, I think there will be. Love the Crossroads finisher, do you? Yeah, it's a great finisher. Really, really good looking move. And it was long enough to be quite a nice match for a sort of Monday Night Raw show. Cody in the crowd. Who thought that it'd be Balor winning? Which one of you thought Balor would win? So what we're going next. So we're going to recap of Raw after WrestleMania. Thought Chelsea and Sonya were going to be new tag champs on SmackDown. Liv, Raquel until Shayna and Ronda are back. Yeah. Ronda's supposedly dealing with a broken arm that she actually had before WrestleMania, which is why she wasn't really involved in the match. Keep her physical limitations to stop her getting more injured. But yeah, I reckon come back, the new tag titles for the women's will be straight on them. Draft not tonight. No, it's next. I think it starts Friday. Yeah, SmackDown. Oh, we talk of the devil. We're going Seth. Seth just always looks ridiculous, but awesome. It looks like he's wearing something that Becky wore during pregnancy. The third accolade has a catchy theme. Yeah, it is really catchy. Yes, Queen, says Sassy. He looks like he could be. His clothes are weird, but bet they cost loads. Yeah. Nice suit he has. That's not a suit, it's a... Well, yeah, it's technically like a jumpsuit. But there's no back on it, which means it's more likely to be something that Becky said, no, I'm not wearing. Is Rollins going to have his segment cut this week? Maybe. Will it get cut off mid-commercial? Probably. That is a joke, so yeah, it is. Seth Rollins is probably one of the best wrestlers in the ring. Do I agree? Yeah, definitely. You can't not agree with that. Seth, for the past probably 5-6 years, has been one of the best in ring for WWE. And I'd probably put him in probably the top 10 in ring workers. Oh, sorry, we're early. But yeah, I'd probably say over the past 5 years, Seth has been in the top 10 every single year of best in ring workers. Yeah, taken for granted, definitely. Don't have BT or USA Network. Who's he facing? Not sure yet. At this point, the only people who can beat Roman are Bruno Sammartino, Bianca Belair, Shanky Doudrop, or the Bunny. Yeah. Or Hornswoggle. Hornswoggle's the easiest person to take it off Roman. We Rally, if you wanted to watch it, if you just Google Watch Wrestling, you might be able to find a link in there if you try doing it without a space. Sass is saying about Nick Aldis as well. Yeah. Piper Niven and Candice LeRae were set for backstage segment was cut for Street Profits. Why? You've heard of it? Yeah, you can probably watch it on there if you wanted to. That don't make sense. Cutting a Piper Niven and Candice LeRae segment because they might have done something with Nikki Cross, which they keep teasing stuff like that. So we're going to have Seth Rollins on the mic. The crowd massively hot for Seth. Nick Aldis and Impact but not signed, just verbal agreement. Yeah, it's working basically without a contract at the minute. Yeah, I reckon he'll re-sign. It's the best place for him, I think. Nikki Cross stalking Candice is weird and creepy. With Nikki in the crowd last week, yeah, definitely. And that's what I mean, is they had that story that could have continued instead of putting on a minute and a half Street Profits and Cedric Alexander Shelton Benjamin match. So Seth looking over at that new title, the new big gold. El Torito, another good shout. What about Nicholas? WrestleMania 34, 35? Braun Strowman's tag partner? Never had a wrestling match in his life, but I reckon he'll take on Roman and destroy him. So Seth playing to the crowd saying that he's a Bears fan. Seth deserves a world title, 100%. Vince Punk was at Raw and had him held down. I reckon he lost his proverbial ish. So Seth's talking about how many people Roman has beat and who isn't on that list. Seth isn't. Nicholas with his dad as ref, yeah. It didn't even have to be his dad. Nicholas would just destroy Roman. Seth saying that some people still want to fight. And your title is an opportunity for that. So Seth's talking about politics and part-timers for the other world title. Well, the WWE Universal Championship. So if they're going to crown a new champion at Night of Champions. Seth's basically pouring the money on himself. Oh, we've got an Omos coming out, so I reckon it'll be Seth versus Omos. So Omos coming out with MVP. Come on, who are we getting? Because Omos does in wrestling attire. LA Knight could win the Roman Reigns consolation prize. I think that'd be a good shout. I think it'd be a good title for him. Yep, Seth never got beat by Roman, which why he always feels legitimate if he goes up against Roman. So MVP is talking about Seth accomplishing almost everything in WWE apart from his fashion choices. Yeah. Remember LA Knight as Max Dupree? Yeah. It was such a waste. He deserves so much more. So Omos getting a win over Seth freaking Rollins would be huge. MVP says Seth should be worried about making predictions about his future. Because Seth might not have a future after Backlash. WWE saying that we effed up by putting both titles on Roman, so let's bury him. Yeah. It should have been put on him, but kept as individual titles, and he has to defend the titles regularly. But they've not done that, so this is where they effed up. What's up with the most matches out of nowhere? But it's now KO. You just never know when they're going to happen. Yeah, throwing people under the bus, definitely. So Seth saying that MVP has undersold Omos because it's the tallest person Seth has seen in his life. Seth says that Omos is once in a generation, putting him over. So Seth is once in a generation because he made himself that way. Seth saying he should be afraid of Omos, but he's not. Seth saying he's going to make Omos famous. Seth saying he's going to bounce Omos's head off the canvas, and after Omos's 3-second nap, the crowd are going to be singing. So what's designed for the new undisputed champion? It's very similar to the big gold belt like Ric Flair used to have, but with a WWE logo bang in the centre. If you go online, you'll probably see it quite quickly. It's probably already on there. Has not won a pay-per-view match like Undertaker made DDP famous. I mean, Kurt Hawkins went through a losing streak. So it looks like we're not getting a Seth Rollins match tonight. So I think there's some chaos backstage because there's been 2 or 3 times where the cameras have been going sort of through the crowd or not actually filming the action that they normally do. So I think there is quite a bit of uproar backstage. It's important to bury Roman in order to make the new title legit, definitely. Roman and the Bloodline can handle it, yeah, they'll still be strong. It's basically untouchable for what they've done for the last 3 years alone, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Roman could afford to lose the titles, disappear for 3 months, and then come back and still feel legit. Cody could take the titles off of Roman, they will still stay elevated, and then put it on Gunther. Because that way, it will feel legit having 2 separate champions that are both able to be main events in pay-per-views and alternate. That's the way that I probably would do it. Have Cody get the win that he deserves, that he should have had at WrestleMania, and then the other title can go on to someone that you want to help elevate it. Seth is perfect for that. Oh, what the Undisputed, the 2 Roman has, what they're going to look merged? Don't know. Maybe find them out on SmackDown. Yeah, hopefully if we find out on SmackDown, it'll be something that'll look very pretty. Oh, cheers, Sassy. I didn't realise there was a bit of static. Yeah, each brand will have a title. So we've got 1 title. And then if they do decide to merge both titles into 1 belt, championship belt itself, can't wait to see that if they decide to do that, which I presume they will do. So we haven't got long left. We've got about half an hour. So we're going to have Rey Mysterio versus Damien Priest. I don't know what else apart from that as of right now, apart from Bad Bunny. Each brand will have a title, but the WWE Champion Universal will merge as one. What will it look like? We don't know yet. So we're waiting, probably on SmackDown, I think we'll see it. 100% with a storyline on this. Roman should have it. Should still have the title he should have won. Don't think Cody in particular was the right person to drop his L.W.O. I don't know. The crowd at WrestleMania was pretty hot, and you can probably testify to that. And it was a bit of a deflation when he actually lost, which is why I think it was very similar to Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania 30. It felt the right time to transition the title over. And because you haven't done that, you've basically annoyed a lot of the crowd that just want to see Roman disappear or lose the titles now. So JI is saying if he was a Make-A-Wish kid, he wished to meet Seth. Yeah. I think that would be quite a good interaction. We've got Matt Riddle backstage talking to Kevin Owens. In what Sammy, KO jumps straight up and's questioning Sammy, where have you been? So Sammy admits that he was talking to the Usos separately. KO's questioning Sammy, asking why he was speaking to him. So the new title was just to keep USA and Fox on their side. Doesn't surprise me. Not having a world champion on your show regularly makes it feel like a B show. Just looking at Riddle gives Sassy a headache. Why? So Kevin Owens is not happy. So Riddle supposedly seems to know what Sammy's going through. And then Riddle's explaining that everyone expected Randy to RKO him, and he hasn't. So I think that Riddle's, playing it off. Point was to make it convincing that Cody was going to win. And I think the deflation and disappointment was the point. Yeah, I mean, subverting the expectation is a big trope. So yeah, I can understand. I can see where you're coming from, and I think that's a great trick if it is. You feel sassy. I mean, sassy says it like it is. He's fallen in status. He has, but I think that's because Randy's nowhere to be seen. Why do we keep saying the night one main event was the main event of the whole show? Because it was a better main event overall, I think. Yeah, you had night one main event, Sammy and KO versus the Usos, and then night two, Cody and Roman. But night one was better. So we've got just over 20 minutes left. We've got Bad Bunny. We've got the Rey Mysterio and Damien Priest match. So they need to get a move on to fit all that. Well, WWE won't need to get a move on. They're used to doing stuff in 2 or 3 minutes. So Bad Bunny looks almost at the arena. Trying to make the point that both nights are main events, not one night is more main than the other. Yeah. That's why I don't think they're saying night one or night two. They're just saying the main event of WrestleMania. AO must win because Oscar did. I think so. I think AO should win. Balancing all those egos must be hard. Oh, definitely. We have enough on the podcast, which is 4 of us. That's why we all have individual shows. It makes it easier to keep the egos separate. So I've got Rey Mysterio coming out now. Do I reckon this will be a long match? So Corey said this is the main event, but you've still got Bad Bunny that you've announced. So I've stuck the poll in already for you. Is the USA channel called the UK? No, so it's USA channel. Is it USA only channel? UK, we watch it on BT Sport. Vote for the last one's already done, Hassan. I already knew you'd be there. You can't win because Vince has a thing against stars who can't speak English. If she had a manager, maybe. Which is, oh, could you bring back? I don't know. Charlotte will win the title at SummerSlam. It wouldn't surprise me. Omos versus Seth is such a weird. Omos versus Seth is such a weird choice. If Seth wins, at least it looks like a serious title contender. Though. Definitely, yeah. I think it should be Seth, Cody, LA Knight. I think they'd be great people to put in that picture. So we're on a commercial break. And yeah, I'm still thinking if we've got less than 20 minutes and you've got Bad Bunny teasing an appearance, could he show up and cost Damien Priest the match? I think that's the only way that they're probably going to be able to work everything and it feels seamless. Sassy's calling shenanigans. Omos will contention for the belt. Oh yeah, only happened to bits there. Yeah. I don't see Omos being in the title picture for the new title. So we're going a video package. Looks like it's promoting the draft this Friday. So we're getting Brock Lesnar back next week. So the Beast returns. So does that mean he's drafted to Monday Night Raw if he's on Monday Night Raw next week when the draft is on? Tiffany Stratton will be NXT champ by the 4th of July. She has a look. Yeah, that should be. That's a good shout, Sassy. I've got Damien Priest coming out. Wong's choosing Rey Mysterio. I think Rey should win this one. Damien Priest, is he coming out alone? Looks like Damien Priest is coming out on his own. There's no Dom, there's no Rhea, there's no Balor. So he's got a lot of smoke. Fog Machine's working overtime for Damien Priest. O's better, Tribal Chief Roman or Tribal Chiefs Rikishi? I'd say Roman. He's obviously had a world championship. Dom's crawling around in the back like a little cockroach that he is. Yeah, probably. Rey Mysterio throwing punches. Damien Priest just straight kick to Rey Mysterio and stomps. Yeah. I reckon we might see Bad Bunny interfere. So Irish whip. Railed onto the ropes. Baseball slide. And a kick to Damien Priest's head. Oh, big kick to Damien Priest's leg. Trying to chop the giant down. Ray flips up. Damien Priest catches him on the shoulders. Oh, gutbuster. Oh, parking lot. Looks like Bad Bunny is pulling in. Yeah, here comes Bad Bunny. Priest needs a title. Yeah. Something like the IC title, I think, could be perfect. US title, I think, him taking it off Austin Theory would be a good call. Oh, head scissors on Damien Priest, takes Damien Priest off the top rope. Absolutely beautiful. Ray off the ropes. Big kick to Damien Priest. Went for another, but big forearm from Damien Priest. Another big right hand from Damien Priest. Damien Priest throws Rey Mysterio to the outside with that slide. Damien Priest is such a good performer. I enjoy watching him wrestle. He plays the crowd, he plays heel. He is really good. So we're on a commercial break again. Ooh. So many commercial breaks. So what have people got planned for the rest of the week? I mean, apart from joining Ant on Wednesday and Sam on Friday, what else are people doing? Anything exciting planned? Like the letting him use the Ring of Honor gimmick. Yeah, it's... Was it Punishment Martinez that he had in Ring of Honor? Bad Bunny's arrived. Yeah, he's there. They've been teasing it all night, so now he's there. I reckon we'll see him interfere in the match somewhere. Studying for a test. What test is it, Sassy? Church history. That sounds interesting. I don't know much about churches. I'm not really big on history stuff. I struggle even with kings and queens of the UK. Yeah, we're in the last 10 minutes, so yeah, it's the struggle point. Because I presume in the next 10 minutes we'll have another commercial break. If you ace the test, you've got to get to host Give Me Hull, yeah, right. We might do a video call with Sassy and with all the rest of the guys and have a chat with her. Congratulate her. So we're going to NXT advert now. Spring breaking tomorrow night. Interesting. Finished Hebrew 4 last month. Yeah, all over the top of my head, I ain't got a clue. So back on Monday Night Raw, Damien Priest. Again, I don't know if there's production issues, but we lost video feed for a second. Damien Priest with a splash in the corner. That doesn't surprise me, Sassy Ace in tests. You know more than me, ZJI. I don't have a clue on it. Oh, Damien Priest went for a shoulder tackle in the corner. Ray got out the way. Ray on the apron. Springboard moonsault. Beautiful. Takes out Damien Priest. Dominic pushed into the ring. Ray's looks like he's climbing up to the top. Seated senton off the rope. Springboard splash. Crossbody. 1, 2. Kick out. Rey Mysterio getting a bit of momentum together. Ray with an enziguri on the apron. Shoulder tackle. Head scissors in the 619 position. Oh, super kick from Damien Priest. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. That looks like it could have been a 3 count. It was that brutal of a super kick. He used to teach British history and love. Well, he used to teach history and love British history. I never got into history. Wrestling history, yes. ZJ loves history, number 1 subject. It's probably about 7th or 8th for me. I never really enjoyed history. Damien Priest picking up Ray. Ray's fighting out, chop lock, taking out Damien Priest's leg. Ray went for a springboard moonsault. Damien Priest caught him. Very big flatliner type move. 2 count for Damien Priest. Damien Priest getting a bit frustrated, so right hands raining down on Rey Mysterio. Damien Priest going and grabbing a steel chair. Is this where we're going to see Bad Bunny come out then? Oh, Rey Mysterio with a drop kick straight to Damien Priest's face before he could get back in the ring. Both went for the chair. Ray got there, but Damien Priest grabbed Ray. Went for South of Heaven. Damien Priest takes a 619. Ray climbing up to the top. Damien Priest just throw the chair straight at Ray's head. Disqualification straight away. Where's Bad Bunny? Damien Priest picking Ray up. South of Heaven choke slam. So is Bad Bunny going to come out of the crowd? Yeah, ouch. DQ, definitely. Live in America, not interested in American history. Don't do religion, more war and battle kind of guy. That's definitely British history then. Here we go, here's Bad Bunny. Oh, he's got a kendo stick. Bad Bunny with a kendo stick. Damien Priest saying it's a bad idea. Damien Priest giving him space, letting him go in the ring. Damien Priest, kendo stick in hand. Cowboy Bunny's here. Misfit Gamer. Misfit Wrestling, sorry, yeah. Is it Bad Bunny or Brock Lesnar? It's very similar, isn't it? Bad Bunny, 2 or 3 shots to Damien Priest with a kendo stick. Oh, Damien Priest, leg taken out from underneath him by the kendo stick. Again, another swing straight to the back. Bad Bunny really swinging. Damien Priest got out the way. Bad Bunny's grabbed the mic. Bad Bunny saying, "Hey, Damien." Bad Bunny's not hosting Backlash anymore. He's going against Damien Priest. Bad Bunny versus Damien Priest in a street fight. That is a big announcement. Street fight, Damien Priest, Bad Bunny. That's insane. That is huge. You're okay with that? Give me that all day long. That's a great way to end the show. Now I see why they kept Bad Bunny till right at the end. That is mega. Sassy's okay with that, definitely. That's a ridiculous way to end Monday Night Raw. Bad Bunny's the one celeb you don't mind seeing come back to have matches. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind Logan Paul coming back as much as I used to because he's actually putting on good matches. Pat McAfee, I'd love to see come back and do a bit more. But that's Monday Night Raw over and done with. So we're going to do the Raw recap. I'm going to get the banner ready and rolling. There we go. See you later, ZJI. Thanks for joining. Take it easy. Kenny was thinking same thing. Yeah, I know. Misfit respects the wrestling for wrestling. Yeah, I mean, as long as I can see Snoop Dogg pull off people's elbow every 2 minutes, I don't care. Snoop doesn't wrestle; he's just himself inside the wrestling ring. Yeah, he is definitely. See you Wednesdays, ZJI, said Sassy. So I'm going to keep it very simple because it's very easy tonight. Match of the night was a main event because that built up and built up and built up. Promo of the night, Bad Bunny. 100%. Being able to end the show on that made the rest of the show feel very flat. And segment of the night was the Bad Bunny segment, swinging that kendo stick, Singapore cane, whichever you want to call it, because he was swinging for the fences. He could have hit a home run with that. But yeah, overall, I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10, 6.5, 7 out of 10. Cody versus Balor, yeah, was good, just way too short. That's the main event pay-per-view level match. It's not a second hour, start of the third hour match on a Monday Night Raw. It deserves to have a lot bigger place on the card. Sassy's gone match Cody versus Balor. Sassy's gone 6.5. Yeah, I think 6.5 is more. It's more a 6.5 than it is a 7 for myself. But yeah, it was a good show. It wasn't the best. It's not the worst I've sat and watched over the past few weeks. It's not the best I've sat and watched over the past few weeks, but it did tell a lot of things. Promo, Bad Bunny, yeah, definitely. Seth, the promo itself, I think, with Omos was good. All it is building hype for the match in less than a couple of weeks at Backlash. I would have probably liked to have seen Seth in the ring instead of a promo, but you can't have everything you want, can you? But I think that is pretty much it for Monday Night Raw. We will have on Wednesday covering AEW Dynamite, and we'll have Sam covering WWE's Friday Night SmackDown, the first night of the draft. So you got to tune in to find out who's going where, who's staying on Monday Night Raw, who's moving across to SmackDown, and the other way around. Best match yet. Cody was unstoppable and amazing. Oh, definitely. Cody's always amazing. But I think that is a Monday Night Raw done and dusted. Oh, we should 1D it, shouldn't we? One and done. We're completely done. Monday Night Raw. We're going to give it our classic Claymore countdown. We're going to go 5. Oh, there we go. There's all 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh yeah.
Hello, this is Shotzi Blackheart, and welcome to Gimme a Whole Yeah! I hope everyone checking this out in Yorkshire and beyond is having a great day.